Welcome to Australia Post.
Hello, you've come through to Jake. How can I help you today?
Yeah, Jake, I want to speak to somebody about redirections.
Yeah, sure. Did you have a current redirection in place?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Do you have the reference number there?
No, I don't.
All right. Have you got the old address?
Old address?
I'll just grab one of the redirection guys, and then they'll be able to help you out.
That'd be good.
Won't be a moment, mate. Thanks so much for your patience. I've got Laura here from our specialist delivery team, and she'll be able to talk to you about your redirection here.
That'd be great.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Jake. Hey, how are you today?
I'd be fantastic if my redirection actually got redirected.
Okay, so I'm very sorry that you're having problems.
I'm not having problems, you're having problems. And I don't know why, because it's now 2 weeks or so after my redirection was supposed to kick in, and I'm still going back to the old address and getting mail out of my mailbox.
Okay, so I'm happy to take a look into that for you. I do need to run a security check just so that we know that we're talking to the person who's an authority of this. Can you please confirm the name of the person who submitted the application? Perfect. And so from what you've told me, I think, so you haven't had a single piece of mail delivered to the PO box? It's all gone to...
No, it's half of it is getting to the mailbox, the other half isn't.
Okay, that's interesting. Usually it's one or the other. So half of the mail is being redirected, the other half isn't. And with that mail that isn't being redirected, was any of it from any government departments?
No government departments.
No government departments. Thank you. And do you have the letters in front of you by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, and on the redirected mail you have received,
yes.
With the stickers on it, do you have one of those letters in front of you?
No, I don't. I'm in the middle of the street.
No, that's okay. From what you can remember, was the yellow redirection sticker, was it one that covers your name and your address, or is it one that's just on the envelope that you can still see?
From what I can remember, the sticker went across like the window.
The window, sticker went across the window.
And these ones that I have in front of me have no stickers on them at all.
Yes, and the ones with the sticker on the window, did they say his name on it?
I can't remember.
Okay. No, that's okay. So it looks like they're not redirecting Jill's mail for whatever reason. I can't say why, but definitely...
Now let me tell you a story, because this is going to get very complicated very quickly.
Yes?
The old house is about to be re-rented, which means we're going to have to give back the mailbox key for the front yard to the new tenant, which means we will no longer have access to our mail in our old address. And I will be damned if I'm going and doing your job for you, frankly.
Well,
I should
to be
not
honest,
have to.
shouldn't have to.
No, don't speak over me. If I am paying, or if you are supposed to be redirecting my mail for me, you're supposed to be redirecting my mail for me. I shouldn't have to go back to the old address, knock on the door, speak to the new tenants, and say, look, do you have any mail for me? I shouldn't have to do that, because that's what redirection means.
Okay, so I'm sorry for speaking over you there. What I was actually saying was that I agree with you. You shouldn't have to do that. So that's what I want to try and stop here, the mail going. So I'm going to open this up so that our delivery centre will be taking a look into this. I'm highlighting the fact that it's mainly mail that is not getting redirected, and that also highlighting the fact that your house, you will no longer have access to your mail soon if it gets delivered to that old address. And so I've got these details, but usually once you let the delivery centre know that they're doing something wrong, once they acknowledge it, they usually can fix it. So as long as make it obvious for what the problem is, they will be able to fix it for us.
There's a difference between can and willing to. Because I've had problems with Australia Post before, and you're not always willing to fix up your own mistakes. So if I have this problem again, I won't be calling you. I'll be emailing you, and I'll be CCing in the government ombudsman.
Okay.
Because I shouldn't have to do this.
Okay, and so with this one, because I see that it started on the 9th, so it's been almost 2 weeks with this not working. At the end of this call, just remind me, once I've got everything in the system, I will extend your redirection by 2 weeks, just so that in the long run, have the full 6 months of redirection.
That's awesome.
Okay, 2 weeks, this has failed for 2 weeks. The way that we usually do this is we put it through as feedback, and I'll give you a case number, and if you're still getting mail delivered to on Monday, then you'll need to give us a call back for investigation. Was that okay with you?
Like I said, if I have to make another phone call, I'll be putting it in writing and also forwarding a copy to the Ombudsman.
Okay, so I will put this through as an investigation. So any help would be greatly appreciated.
Alright, so if it's not there by Tuesday, okay?
And I've got to have all the addresses in here, and yes.
Yes, I mean, it could be Monday through Tuesday. You just keep watching that tracking, okay? But if it's not there by Tuesday, it's not call.
Okay, so I've just got to contact that network, but did you have a case number here?
Do I have a case number? I thought that was something that you gave me.
Yes, sorry, I meant pen to write down the case number. I don't know why I said case number, sorry.
It's okay. What's the case number?
Yes, it's 141.
Yep.
736.
Yep.
47.
Okay. And everything should be cleared up by Monday, yes?
Yeah, everything should be cleared up by Monday.
Thank you very much.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Welcome to Australia Post. Please hold while we transfer you to a customer service consultant. Your call may be recorded and you may receive a follow-up survey for quality and coaching purposes. Please advise the consultant if you do not wish for this to occur.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Australia Post. You are speaking with Andrew. How can I help you this afternoon?
I just got a survey. It said 1 to speak to a customer service officer.
Ah, beautiful. Yep. And you're following, you've had an inquiry with us recently and you've just got off the phone from that. Is that the case?
That's correct.
Okay. And did you have any feedback for us? Positive, negative, otherwise?
Extremely negative.
Okay. Well, firstly, I am sorry to hear that, but I'm also appreciative of the fact that you're taking the time to let us know that. Now, what was your name, if you don't mind me asking? That was what came up here under your phone number, so I just wanted to make sure that I didn't make an unnecessary assumption. And I'm just going to see if I can bring up the... Okay, yes, I think that would be to do with a mail redirection. Okay, so was it the person that you were speaking with that you weren't unhappy with, or was it the outcome or the response that you got from us?
The whole fact that I actually had to chase Australia Post down to get the job done.
Okay, so basically this call is feedback on that last call, but you're saying you're disappointed that you had to raise the issue in the first place because it should have been done properly in the first place, which I absolutely agree with. Yeah.
Yep.
And I am in 100% agreement with you, and I actually work in our investigations area, which is fortunate, and I actually work very near the mail redirection team manager. So I can promise you that this feedback and your comments will be passed on to her this afternoon, and they will be having a look through this case, and they'll go through it with the staff and try and make sure that we don't do these things again. We don't have to waste your time. So, look, I can promise you that we will be acting on your feedback. It's quite simple, what you've given us, and I'm looking there at the thing about half the mail being redirected and the other half isn't, which is not good. So, look, I can promise you that will be followed up here. And we'll also follow up with the underlying delivery centre that mucked up as well, because you shouldn't have to do it. We agree with you on that. And what else can I say other than I'm sorry, but I will definitely get this feedback actioned, and I do appreciate you at least taking the trouble to pass it on to us, mate.
No worries at all. And can I leave something back about your performance?
Yes, please do.
You are wonderful. You are absolutely on the game.
Well, I thank you for that, because I held my breath for a moment there. But no, look, end of the day, I don't like to see people mucked around. We're here to help people, not to muck them around. And it never looks good, and nobody's happy with it. And I can make sure that at the end of this, people that should have done the right thing in here are not happy as well.
We're on the same page. We are absolutely.
No, look, and that's what I'm trying to look. That's absolutely the impression I wanted to give you, because that is the page we're on. It's quite clear what your issue is. Yep. I can see the comments on the case, and as I say, it's just fortunate that it's easy for me to pass that feedback on to the right area, because I'm very close to that person. So not only will it get passed on, it'll be passed on before I go home this afternoon. So I can tell you it will be passed on within the hour on that basis. So I do genuinely appreciate you taking the time to provide this feedback. It won't be a waste of your time.
Okay, thank you. What was your name?
My name is Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. You've been a great help.
My pleasure. Have a good afternoon then, sir. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome to Australia Post.
Hi, you're speaking with Nick. How can I help?
Yeah, hi Nick. I've got a problem. You should have my name on file with a complaint about the fact that my mail is not getting redirected.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have a reference number from a previous?
I don't. I have my name and I have my address.
No worries. What's the number the redirection's coming from? Thank you very much. So sorry to hear about your situation. So the mail's not getting redirected there.
No, it's not.
Okay, so I found the previous case now. So we'd reported it to the delivery centre. Just going to see what they've said there. So they said they've looked into it and they're going to monitor it to ensure the redirection is followed.
Well, it's not being followed because how long ago did I make that complaint?
I can see you called on the 19th of October initially.
So we're looking at, what, nearly a month? And it's still not happening. I'd like to be put through to the mail centre, please.
I can't put you through to the mail centre, unfortunately.
Well, then I would like to speak to your supervisor or your manager, please. No
worries. Just hold on. It won't be 2 moments.
Thanks so much for holding. Katie, I'm one of the supervisors here. How can I help you today?
You're one of the supervisors, are you?
Yep.
I'd like to know what is being done about my mail redirection.
Yep, so as my agent advised you, we need to investigate further with the delivery centre because we can already see that this has been addressed with them and obviously it's still happening. So we need to investigate further to see what is causing this.
Okay, I'd like the email address for whoever receives your complaints because I'm going to make a formal written complaint about the extremely poor service that I am receiving.
Yep, I can give you that email address.
That's fine.
It's customer service at auspost.com.au.
Okay, thank you. And you'll be looking into this?
Yeah, we're going to send an investigation case through as my agent advised you.
And you're going to get back to me, aren't you?
Once we have an answer from the delivery centre, we would be in touch with you, yes.
Well, I haven't had a response from the delivery centre yet. I've had to call you to get it.
Yep, so once we have that from the delivery centre and we have an answer, then we would be in touch with you. I don't have an answer for you right now.
Okay, so why didn't I get a response from the delivery centre when you got a response from the delivery centre?
What do you mean? We don't have a response because the original case was sent through as a feedback, which is making the delivery centre aware of the issue.
It shouldn't have been sent through as a feedback. It should have been sent through as an escalation.
Well, no, this is our process. We send feedback through and 9 times out.
told that it would be escalated, and it has not been escalated.
Well, I can certainly follow up with the agent you originally spoke to, but our process is we send feedback through in the first instance. If the issue still occurs, then we do an investigation, which is what we'll be doing for you now.
Well, too little, too late, actually.
So what would you like me to do?
I'd like you to do your job properly. And I'd like you
Which
to
is what I am doing.
feedback on what the hell is going on with my mail.
Yep, and as I said, I don't have that answer. We need to do an investigation to find out what's happening, and then we would be in touch with you.
And how long is this getting in touch with me going to take?
Can take up to 10 business days to have a resolution.
Thank you very much. I will expect a call back from somebody in your department within 10 days.
No problem.
Welcome to Australia Post. For delivery inquiries, press 1.